Hi everyone. Welcome to Sunday's yoga class. Today we are going to be following the waves of the body. So we're going to start with some beautiful flowing warm-up vinyasas, and then we're going to move into some more static strength building holds, which are built to strengthen the arms, the core, and the legs. Once we've done that, then we're going to relax. So the start is going to be a lot about moving the spine, a lot about finding the wave of your breath. And then the middle is going to be a lot about learning to use that sense of wave of the breath to build strength, to hold postures, and to test yourself and to activate muscles and build awareness of muscle activation. And then the end is going to be a relaxation. I hope you enjoy. It's only going to be a quick class today. So if we start at the front of our mat, bringing the feet hip distance apart, and we're going to begin to build a rock through the body, so leaning backwards and forwards, just finding that balance. Begin to draw the belly in so you feel some activation and lift in the low core. And you can relax your hands by your sides, maybe tucking the chin slightly back into the neck, casting the gaze down. Begin to notice the inhale and the exhale, whether it begins to move in time with the rocking. So on the inhale, you lift forward, rolling onto the toes. On the exhale, you rock backwards. And then building with that inhale and exhale, the awareness of lengthening, drawing up in the core as you reach forward onto the tiptoes. Exhaling, grounding, relaxing the shoulders, releasing the jaw as you rock back. Inhaling, length, activation. Exhaling, rocking back, grounding, shoulders melt, relaxation. Testing your balance and enjoying your movement. Wonderful. Just a little more time here. And then gently with an exhale, coming to a standing position. We're going to begin to build waves through the body. So starting with the wrists, just rolling them in circles. Imagine you're drawing an infinity sign or a figure 8 with the wrists, and then bring it into the arms and the shoulders. And then see if you can kind of get the torso involved. So as your hands head back, your chest lifts forward. And as your hands move forward, your chest comes back. And then see if the hips will follow. Just see if you can find a natural wave. Now, it often feels a little bit odd to begin to build these kind of movements in the body. Just see if you can breathe deeply. Use that big clarity that you find in the inhale to draw your attention to your breath and away from the judgments and the narrative that might be bubbling in your head, away from the to-do lists. Lovely. And then maybe on an inhale, bringing the hands up. Nice. And on an exhale, beginning to fold forward, but super slowly. Chuck the chin towards the chest, around the back. Bring the palms down onto the shins wherever you can. And then inhale, press through the feet, activate and roll up. All the way, hands in the air. Finding a wave, exhale down, lead with the chest. Inhale up, lead with the back. Exhale down. Inhale up, tuck the chin, it's the last thing to rise, lengthen through the fingertips. This time as we exhale down, bringing the hands to the floor. Inhale, lift and lengthen to a half fold. Exhale, plant those hands and step back into a plank position. Shoulders over wrists, drawing the belly button in. Exhale, knees towards the floor. Keeping that core engaged, sucking belly button back towards spine, elbows to the side as they bend. So into the side of your body. Inhale, straighten your arms, lift up to an up dog, or if you're not feeling that quite yet, keeping the elbows bent, drawing the shoulders back into their sockets, cobra. Wherever you are now, pushing into the tops of the feet, rolling over to your downward dog. And here's where the first wave of the day is going to come. So we're just going to draw circles by bending our knees, and straightening. Lifting the torso, moving forward slightly as you lift. Exhaling, sinking back slightly. Nice. And then finding stillness in your downward dog for a moment. Feet hip distance apart, hands shoulder distance apart, pressing through the whole surface of the hands. Take a really big inhale and feel like that inhale is moving in between your shoulder blades, allowing a relaxation to happen in the neck. The shoulders melt back. The belly's still engaged. Now we're going to bring circles through the arms. So as you inhale, you're going to keep your feet where they are. You're going to roll slightly forward and then bend. Roll slightly forward and then bend. And bending, straightening the arms and bending. Seeing if you can take this slightly into the spine now. This feels counterintuitive. If this feels a little bit grindy, then just maybe bring the knees down and work on circles here. So as you inhale, you're moving forward, you're arching the back. Exhale, bending the elbows, drawing it back. Just little mini circles. One more second. And then finding stillness. Inhale, gaze forward, roll the body forward, waving through the spine. Exhale, roll back, bend the knees slightly. Hop or step the feet to the hands. Inhale, lift through the spine. Exhale, release the head, release the neck, forward fold. Inhale, press through the feet, activating the legs, building that awareness as you lift up on the inhale. And exhale, releasing the hands by the sides. We're going to do 2 more, just like that, slightly different activities in the downward dog. Inhale, sweep up, lengthen through the fingertips, drop in the low belly. Exhale, fold forward. That awareness moves down towards the feet, that grounding sensation. Inhale, lift and lengthen, half fold, draw belly button in, lengthen through the top of the head. Exhale, press the hands down, lean the weight into the hands, push through those shoulders and step back into your plank. Nice. When you're ready, take an inhale here. Exhale, keep that core engaged and lower down. Use the knees if you would like to, or come all the way down in one long straight line. Wherever you are, inhaling up to your up dog or your cobra. Remember, hips can be grounded, elbows can be bent. And exhale. This is a lovely way to build a wave. So tuck your chin, push, push, push through your hands, and just let one bit of the spine by the next one. Lift up and through to your downward dog. Nice. So we're going to do 3 waves forward with the whole body, and then we're going to add in lifting a leg. At any point, if you'd like to take a break, please bring the knees down. Okay, this can be a strain on the wrist, so there's no pride here. Do what feels good for you. Inhale, roll forward, lead with the top of the spine, rolling, tucking the chin. Exhale, bend the knees, sink back into a kind of crouch position. Twice more. Inhale, roll forward, draw the shoulders and the back up towards the sky. Exhale, push back through the hands into a crouch. One more time. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, crouch. Inhale, back into your downward dog. Lift one leg. Exhale, roll forward. As you do, bring that knee towards the back of the arm. Inhale, lift that leg to the sky. Again. Exhale, squeeze the core and feel strong. Back of the arm. If you really want to challenge yourself, straighten that leg out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, squeeze and hold for 1. Really pushing. 2. Lifting as high as you can with the core. 3. Press that foot down. Coming into a lunge for a moment. Grounding the back leg and using an inhale to lift. Breathing here. Tucking the back toes. Drawing the low belly in. Squeezing the inseams of the legs together. So the inner sides of the legs are drawing together to get that sense of activation through the feet and through the glutes. One more big inhale. And exhale, melt forward, ground the hands. As you push through the ground, lift the back knee, lift the front knee and hover the foot. Stepping it back to your downward dog. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Nice. Exhale, draw it through, roll through the body, keeping it high. Bring the knee to the arm. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll through the body. My heart is reaching slightly forward. I'm sending the eyes of my elbows forward. Last time, inhale, lift. Keeping that core active, pressing equally through the hands, shoulders stacked above wrists. Squeeze the knee toward the arm. Nice. Inhale, lift. Last time. Exhale, hold it here for 3, 2, 1. And then stepping that foot forward in between the hands, bringing the back knee down. Keep the back toes tucked. Use an inhale, lift up. And again, feel that sense of activation with the legs drawing together. Feel that sense of lift. So see if you can engage the core so you're reaching your ribcage up and opening your heart slightly. Spread the fingers wide. Bring awareness to the fingertips for that extra sense of energy. Big inhale. And exhale, ground the hands, pressing through the ground. Really press. Feel that strength as you lift up. And exhale into your downward dog. Nice. On an inhale, roll forward. On an exhale, bend the knees, hop or step to the front of your mat. Lift and lengthen for a moment, and exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the body up, press the floor away, lift the hands. Exhale, release the arms. Lovely. Okay, when you're ready, final one before we move into our strength building. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen, half fold. Length through the neck, tuck the chin to feel that sense of elongation. Exhale, press the hands into the ground under the shoulders, stepping back into your plank. Take a moment here, squeeze the inseams of the leg together, draw and posteriorly tilt the pelvis. So you're trying to get the pelvis towards the backs of the arms, the triceps. I really hope you can see my dog here. He's dragging a stick around with him. And then with an exhale, use your knees or not, lowering into a chaturanga. Inhale, lengthen through the toes, lift through the chest. Exhale, draw through the belly button, tuck the chin, and feel that sense of rolling, peeling yourself away from the floor into your downward dog. Amazing. Okie dokie. When you're ready, we're going to do some rolls to the side. So we're going to inhale, roll forward, and as we do, we shift our weight onto the side of our body, and exhale, roll back. Same thing on the other side. So I'm shifting. This is very subtle. Rolling, stacking shoulder over wrist, coming up onto the fingertips of the opposite hand to the weight I'm carrying, and then lifting my back foot off the floor. And I tuck the chin and roll back. Amazing. So to practice some of these transitions, what you can do is practice lifting one leg and coming up onto the fingertips of the other. So if you're really struggling with the transition, then just practice shifting weight from one side to the other, having one hand on the floor, seeing if you can take away a fingertip. Woo! It's actually harder to hold it like that. The rest of us, inhale, rolling, shifting to one side. Exhale, push the ground away. Inhale, rolling, shifting to the other side. Exhale, push the ground away. One more each time. Inhale, rolling, shifting to one side. Maybe you choose to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep those hips high. 1, push the ground away. Inhale, rolling. Maybe you choose to hold it. Keep those core engaged, buttocks engaged, lifting through the fingertips. 2, 1, push away. Everyone finding their way back to downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, just like we did before, roll the body nice and high, draw that knee, squeeze it in towards the chest. Nice. This time crossing it over the body. And then inhale, lifting it all back up. twice more. Exhale, squeeze, roll. Pushing through the ground, protracting the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Last time, squeeze, roll. And inhale. This time as we exhale, we're going to squeeze it in. Hover that foot above the ground and then step it between the hands. Lovely. Bringing the back knee down, coming back into that lunge. And maybe we can create a wave here. So I'm going to interlock my hands and I'm going to press them forward. I'm going to press them forward, push into that front foot. And then inhale up, open the heart, sink a little deeper. Exhale forward, push into that front foot, tuck the chin. Inhale, sink a little deeper, open the heart. Last time. And release those hands to the ground with an exhale. This time straightening the front leg as we bring the hands to the ground, framing the foot. Just have a few kind of waves through a lunge, straighten the leg, lunge, open the heart, breathe in, exhale, really aware of the lifting sensation as you straighten that leg. Taking that lifting sensation all the way into the core, drawing the belly button towards the spine, sinking the back heel down. And one more time, exhaling back, inhale forwards, exhale, push the ground away, hover that foot, step it back to your downward dog. Same thing on the other side, inhale, lifting the foot, exhale, squeezing it through, crossing it to the opposite arm. Inhale, lift, exhale, squeeze. Inhale and exhale, rolling forward, squeezing that knee in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze it through, stepping it into that lovely lunge, bringing the back knee down. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Find some stability in your lovely lunge pose. Try and have your hips square to the short edge of your mat. And again, interlocking those hands, sending the palms away, rolling through the spine. So as we exhale, we tuck the chin, push out through the hands, press into the front foot. As we inhale, we relax that front leg, lift and open the heart. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling, releasing those hands down to the ground, framing the foot, straightening the front leg, straightening the back leg, finding that sense of waving through that lunge transition. And if you're not sure what you're doing, but it feels good, then keep doing it. If you're not sure what you're doing and it doesn't feel great, then rewind. So straightening both legs, rolling the heart open as we reach forward, really finding that juicy spot at the limit of our stretch, and then exhale, pressing the ground back. Lovely. On the next inhale, come forward. Exhale, power through the ground, lifting that foot away and coming back into the downward dog. Transitioning to the strength element of our class, the first activity we're going to do is a downward dog push-up. So, taking a rest if you need it. You can stay in downward dog if, unlike me, you're not eating your hair. But a rest on your knees will be nice. Maybe rolling out the wrists. Maybe just to watch what I'm doing. So I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to bring them into a slightly diamond shape. Shoulder distance apart. I'm going to come into my downward dog. Knees can be bent if you like. Draw the rib cage up towards the ceiling and just bend and extend. We're going to do this for 10. So 10. Joining me now. 9. With the breath, inhale down. Exhale, power up. Should be on about 7. 6. You can bring the knees down and just do it from the knees. 5, if it's too much for you. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back into a straightforward downward dog, taking a rest on the knees if you like, and then doing a similar movement, but this time the up and down is going to come from your elbows bending and sinking to the ground. And again, we've got 10 of your elbows knit in, so you're creating a 90-degree angle or thereabouts. And you keep drawing that rib cage in, drawing that tummy in, keeping the legs nice and static. So bending the elbows for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There should be a bit of burn here. 2, and 1. Inhale, straighten those arms back up. Gaze forward, and we're going to super slowly roll through the feet, heel to toe, all the way to the front of the mat. So we're stepping forward, heel to toe, walking into a forward fold. Release this forward fold here. And then inhale, gently rolling up. Sweeping those hands to the ceiling. Exhale, release. Moving into our strength elements for the legs. So when you're ready, bring the feet hip distance apart. We're going to sink into a chair pose, and then we're going to add some jazzy movements onto it. So as you inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, bend the knees. Keep the knees behind the toes so you can see your toes peeking out. And then draw your rib cage in, and draw your belly in so you're hinging your hips forwards. Activate the hands. Good. And hold here for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift onto the tiptoes for 5. Keep that breath there. And as you inhale, roll your awareness. Draw up the legs, up the arms to the fingertips. And as you exhale, draw your awareness down the fingertips, down the arms, into the legs. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, inhale, straighten the legs for a moment. Hands above your head. Exhale, come back down into it. Holding here, finding the stability, pushing through all the surfaces of the feet, drawing the belly in. And then gently shifting the weight to the left, lifting just to the toe of the right foot. Maybe even straightening the right foot before you for 5. Draw the belly in. 4, 3, 2, and use an exhale to softly bring it down. Same thing on the other side. Pressing through the left foot, shifting the weight out. Pressing through the right foot, shifting the weight out. Coming up into the toes of the left. Maybe even extending it for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale. Inhale, release. Your arms should be feeling it now. Move some circles. Unneeded, shrugging it out. Lovely. Second leg exercise. Inhale. Standing onto the left foot. Drawing the core in. Feeling the knee is in line with the hip. Really feeling powerful. Pressing through that standing leg. As you exhale, you're going to hinge backwards. Come into a lunge. Inhale, power. Lift through the chest. Hook back in. Pressing your hips forward. Knee in line with the hips. 5 to 10 of these. Feel free to pause the video to do more. Exhaling back. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Inhaling up. If this is super easy for you, get your knee to meet your ankle and then push up. So most of us will be lunging, but if it's super easy, knee towards the ankle, behind the heel, and then up. Okay, have we done about 10? Coming back to the center, holding that leg out in the sky, pushing the foot away from you, seeing if you can straighten it. Maybe you need to hold it for 5. Draw the belly button in, press through that standing leg. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, shake it out. Do whatever crazy movements you want to. We're going to do the same thing, but on the other side. Okay, so when you're ready, knee up, drawing the belly in, knee horizontal with the hip. And again, either coming back into those lunges, kicking up, pushing the hips forward, keeping that sense of contraction and activation through the standing leg. Or if that's super easy, knee towards heel. This is my weak side. Nice. Wherever you are, keep that sense of the breath, using it as a wave. The inhale feels powerful, strengthening. The exhale feels grounding, bringing those awareness to the muscles that are working. The feeling of effort. Awesome. Have we nearly done 10? 2 and 1. Bring it back to standing on one leg. Stretching that foot out for 5. Maybe you hold it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, bring it back down. One more arm strength exercise. 2 more core exercises. And then we are relaxing. Inhale, sweep the hands up, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward, release the head and neck. Inhale, lift and lengthen, half fold. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back into that plank. This time the feet are hip distance apart. Finding that lovely plank, rotating the hands into the ground so you feel they're really activating through the arms. Choice here to stay on your knees. If you are on your knees, make sure the knees aren't directly under the hips, that you step them back a little bit and you're scooting and pressing the hips forward to engage the core. When I say forward, I mean through the hands, but also down towards the ground. Okay, and we're going to do some chaturanga press-ups. Exhaling, bending the elbows backwards and pressing through the floor as you inhale up. We're going to do 10 of these. If that's super easy for you, then you can do a release at the bottom and then press back up. Makes it harder. Make sure the rib cage is coming up, that you're not wobbling anywhere. And again, use that wave. So feel on the inhale that wave of energy through the body. On the exhale, bringing the awareness to the places that are working. How many have we done now? 10? 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. On the next exhale, bring the whole body down towards the floor. Release the hands out into a T. So hands in line with shoulders. Let the hips press down. And we're gently going to inhale to a soft back bend, lifting, peeling the chest away from the ground, and also lengthening that heart area forwards. Releasing the neck here, drawing the shoulder blades down the back, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Gently pushing or placing the hands underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes, pushing up onto the knees, and coming back onto the heels. Final strength exercise is going to be core. We're going to do a Lalasana. You'll find out what that is if you don't know. And a typical core exercise on our backs. So firstly, Lalasana. When you're ready, you're going to bring your hands either side of your thighs, behind the knees, but not in line with the feet. So kind of mid-thigh. You're going to push through the ground, and you're going to use your core to draw and keep your knees towards your chest. You're going to keep your knees towards your chest, push away, and see if you can lift those feet off the ground. If this is too much for you, you can literally just draw the knees up and down. Draw the knees up. Hold for a second, keep the core in and down. You shouldn't be pushing through the feet, so you shouldn't be just doing that. That's nice and easy. The legs stay inactive and you're pushing the ground away. And again, sending a wave of awareness as you exhale down towards the area that you're engaging in. As you inhale, back up into the lungs, into the breathing. That's super easy for you. You can hover those feet, no problem. Then we'll come into an L sit. So I'll lean forward, press the ground away, and lift the heels off the floor. Wonderful. So experimenting with whichever of those you're enjoying. And 3 more. 1, 2, keep breathing, and 3. Lovely. Making your way into a seated position. Legs out in front of you. We're going to gently roll down and roll up. Awesome. So pointing the toes, taking a moment to ground in this seated position. On an inhale, lift through the chest, engage through the belly. On an exhale, roll down, low back meets the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll. If this is super easy, do this with the legs hovering off the floor. Inhale, lift. Ooh, exhale, roll. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale all the way onto the floor, onto your back. We've made it towards our relaxation. 2 more postures before the end. Just spending a moment grounding down, enjoying this. And then when you're ready, bringing the elbows, digging them into the side of the waist and lifting up. Forearms down on the ground. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, release the head back. Lifting the heart up, engaging the feet, squeezing the legs together. Breathing deeply. And then exhale, release down to the ground. Take your hands out to a T or into a cactus position. And just bend the right leg, sending it over towards the left, coming into a nice spinal twist. Using that exhale to feel the shoulders, the elbows release into the floor. The neck relaxes back. As you exhale, the jaw releases, the face relaxes. And you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Inhale back to center. Exhale, extend the legs. Inhale, bend the knee. And bring it over in the opposite direction. This time your left knee is going across to the right. And again, using the wave of the inhale and the exhale. As you inhale, bring your awareness up the body. As you exhale, feeling the shoulders relax, the face relax. Again, inhale, that awareness moves up from the toes, the legs, the hips, the torso, the ribs, up into the shoulders. And as you exhale, feeling that relaxation, that grounding. Last time, that wave of awareness up from the toes, the feet, towards the shins, the knees, the thighs, the hips, the belly, the ribs, the shoulders, the face. And as you exhale, feeling your forehead smooth, your eyes grow slightly heavy, and your jaw release. Inhale back to center. Exhale, squeeze the knees in, chin up to knees. And inhale, lengthen out for our final relaxation. Hands by the sides, feet hip distance apart, taking any last movements you need. Or taking this opportunity to go back to the strength elements and repeat them 3 or 4 times. I just got a quick lick from my dog, that was good. And you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. I won't guide you out of it today, mainly because I feel my dog needs a walk. But just allowing that awareness to sink back into the observation mode, the being here and now mode, that mode that everyone talks about. Feeling the air on your skin, the clothes on your skin. Noticing the thoughts in your mind, but allowing your awareness to let go of following any of them. Knowing that you don't need to engage in your thinking right now. Being inquisitive, but not being led in any specific direction. Avoiding making judgments of what you're experiencing, just enjoying the honor of experiencing it. When you're ready, you may sit up and come out of Shavasana in any way that feels good for you, probably